Hey y'all, and welcome back to my monthly installment of the market update, where each and every month I share with you the numbers and statistics for the real estate market here in San Antonio that's released each and every month by the San Antonio Board of Realtors. Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Brock.Bremmer and I'm your San Antonio Realtor. I'm here to share my knowledge and expertise as a local expert for the real estate market in San Antonio. If you're brand new to the channel, thank you so much for checking out this video today. I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime that I post a video in the future. Now let's dive on into these numbers. Again, these numbers are released by the San Antonio Board of Realtors every month. And this month we're going over the numbers that were released for January of 2022. All right, let's start with the total number of sales that occurred in January. We actually saw a 1% decrease in the total sales, which is fine. January is typically a slower month for home sales overall, regardless of the market that you're in. So in January, we saw 2,251 homes sold in San Antonio and the surrounding areas. Now, the average sales price of all of those homes that I just mentioned was about $351,226, which represents a 17% increase in price year over year. So this increase in the average price is something we've been seeing, and it's right on track for the average that we've been seeing over the past several months. We're seeing anywhere between a 10 to 18% increase year over year in the average sales price of a home. Now, the median price point of all of these homes that were sold in January had an 18% increase year over year, which is still on track for what we've been seeing over the past several months. The median price point was $304,700. So that was the total number of sales as well as the average and median price points of the homes. But how many homes are actually being sold and coming to market in the San Antonio area? Well, let's take a look at that right now. In January, we had 4,152 active listings during the month. This is a slight decrease from what we saw in December, but the number of new listings that came to market was actually an increase compared to December of 2021. This month in January, we saw 3,169 new listings come to market, which is an increase again from December of 2021. December, we saw 2,784 new listings. So we're seeing an increase in the number of listings that came to market this month, which is a good sign for the market. Also, our pending sales for January was also up compared to the previous month of December. This month in January, we saw 3,159 pending sales, which is a great sign. My thoughts on this would be, from the number of new listings that came to market, since it's only 10 new listings higher than the pending sales, it seems as though a lot of those new homes that came to market this month were also went under contract pretty quickly. So how long are these homes sitting on market before they're sold? Well, the average days on market for January was 35 days. Last month in December, we saw an average of 34 days. So if you watched that video, you know that I mentioned that we're continuing to see a 1 to 3 day increase on this days on market as the months continue. So we did see that 1 day increase, but not to fear, we're still 12 days less than this time last year. So homes are still selling faster than they did in January of 2021, but they are sitting on the market for an average of 35 days. I will caveat that not all homes will sit on the market for that long. Some homes will sell faster. Some homes will even take longer than it. Just depends on the marketing strategy by the agents selling those homes, as well as the price point and the general interest of folks looking for that home in those areas, as well as that price point. So there's a lot of factors that play into how long a home will sit on the market. It's also winter time, so typically homes aren't selling as fast or as often as compared to the summer months when people are actively buying and selling during the warm months. The final number I'm going to share with you before I share some of my thoughts and opinions on the market is the months of inventory. So this number actually represents how long it would take for us to sell through the current amount of homes that are on the market for sale if we keep selling homes at the current pace. So right now we're sitting at 1.2 months worth of inventory, which is actually lower than last month. Last month in December, we saw 1.4. So even though we had more new listings come to market this month, we saw a decrease in our inventory by 0.2 months compared to December of 2021. Now, with all of this, my thoughts and opinions are that it's starting to ramp up. I've been talking to some of my colleagues in other markets, and they're experiencing similar things where we're starting to see more buyers into the market at this current time, whereas we usually see buyers into the market a couple of months from now when it's that prime time for people to be moving and buying and selling properties. So I am seeing more buyers enter the marketplace looking for a home to purchase. I personally think that this is because of the expectation of a rising interest rate. Right now, interest rates are still rising, and we've been seeing them rise over the past few weeks and maybe even a month now. But we're expecting the Federal Reserve to increase the interest rate even further, making it more expensive to borrow money from the bank and purchase a home. So I'm starting to see those buyers jump into the market now and try to take advantage of those lower interest rates before they continue to rise even more. As far as sellers, I'm actually starting to see more sellers into the marketplace as well. As you can see with the number of new listings, we had over 3,000 new homes come to the market this month, which was higher than last month. I would expect more listings to come to market and even more buyers to come to market as we continue through February and March. I personally think that the San Antonio market this year is going to be another hot one like it was last year, maybe even hotter and more competitive than we have seen so far. So that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, please drop the comments down below. I'll respond to all of your questions that you have. If you are looking to make a move into San Antonio in the upcoming months or even later on this year, please feel free to reach out at any time. My contact information is above, and it's also below in the description. So please feel free to reach out, send me an email at any time. I am your San Antonio Realtor, and I'm here to help guide you through the home selling or the home buying process, whichever path you're on. Maybe you're on both. Be more than happy to help you out with that journey. Thank you again for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day.